Well, a warm welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I am Andrew. I do live in Los Cristianos in Tenerife. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm going to be running through all the latest news and information for the Canary Islands and Tenerife. Some key articles that I think might be relevant to you and might interest you. So let's jump straight in. So I'm going to start off with this one here that does say that Spain is planning to launch its digital Nomad visa in January. Very quick with that one. You're going to be able to come for up to 5 years without becoming a resident. It's going to be a special visa that will apply to people in the UK as well. So that is nice news. If you're a digital nomad, you can come over, enjoy the sunshine, work from your patio, go surfing, swimming, all of that on your days off, which is nice. So that could be coming into place as soon as January, so I will keep you up to date on that one. Positive news there. Spain is planning to launch its digital nomad visa for overseas remote workers in the new year as part of a new startup act, which is also expected to be passed in January. So very good news there. If you're planning on coming over, do let me know in the comments. Next little article I want to mention is that there is an agreement to make the hospital here in Tenerife bigger. It's going to become a full, real hospital, so to speak. The government is giving 22 million euros and the Cabildo is giving 6 plots of land so more facilities can be added to the main El Mahon hospital up here in Tenerife, which is nice. It was a bit of a shell for a while and a few of the rooms were not the best, but it will all be expanded now, which is good. We do need it. We've got more and more people living here. So that is more good news. Continuing with that theme, as you may know, it was the start of direct flights with United Airlines across over from New York to Tenerife South. That has gone very well. Tourist numbers from the United States have grown by 52%. I think that does tie in with as well the fact that the exchange rate at the moment is so low. It works great for Americans coming over, changing dollars to euros. So that really does help us. 4 American influencers reached more than 750,000 people through their video posts during October. Absolutely fantastic. With some of the news that's going on over in Hawaii as well with the volcano, that could push more people to come here. I'd love Tenerife, Canary Islands to become the equivalent of Hawaii for Americans. That's where a load of them go. They can come here instead. They'll get their little European fix as well, hear all the British accents and things that they want to hear, and also have a great time, the sunshine as well. So fingers crossed, maybe we'll get more direct flights. The Americans that I've rented cars to recently as well over the last few months, every time I ask them, they're not even coming on those direct flights. They've done a few different routes because it's worked out even cheaper. So a few have come via the UK, a few came via Germany as well. So all very good news. I think there is a lot more tourism for Americans in Europe at the moment, though, mainly due to that exchange rate being very favourable for them coming over with the dollars. Now, I did do a little video last week as regards to Veronicas. There was a bit of trouble with the football fans. The following game, England versus Wales, they did increase police presence and there was no trouble at all, which was fantastic. There is an article here, though, that the CCTV cameras that were meant to be put in for Veronicas has now been put out to tender again. The first time they put it out to tender, no one took up the job. They've put it out for tender again. They are wanting cameras down there now, so hopefully someone will take up that opportunity and get the cameras in. The council postponed the process last time because no one jumped on the proposal and took the job. It's out for tender again, so will we see CCTV down there now? So any of those troubles or problems will now be on CCTV and they could identify people. So big question is, you know, is that as a result of what happened last week? It was a bit of an issue. Are they now thinking, right, we best get some cameras in? They did increase the police presence for that game, which was important as well. There was no problems. Yeah, so let's see if we get cameras down there. Now, you may have seen or been in Gran Canaria when the Meteor struck into the ocean a couple of days ago. There was a little article about that. It was very interesting to hear. Residents from various municipals of Gran Canaria have reported that a great noise was heard along with a strong tremor that was felt particularly in all of the municipals of the island. The Canary Islands seismic network has basically confirmed that they do think it was a meteor that struck into the ocean. There's a few videos of it on YouTube, a few articles about it as well. Very interesting. That it did send a big shockwave across. If you felt it, let me know in the comments. I didn't feel anything here. I just saw the articles a day or so later in the news and a couple of videos. But yeah, very interesting, that meteor. Just glad it struck into the ocean. Now, the other main thing that I want to mention and remind everyone of, again, you're probably going to be sick of me saying about it now, but more people have been pickpocketed and robbed this week. I'm going to remind you all again, please do be very careful. That's at your bus stops, getting on and off the bus. A couple of people were moving on the bus from the airport into, I believe it was Las Americas. When they came to get off the bus, the luggage had been stolen. Keep an eye on all your items, watch your pockets. If you're in any of these crowded areas where the Christmas lights are, you know, you're looking up at the lights, you're distracted. People are unfortunately around and they're trying to pickpocket and rob you. So just bring cash or cards out with you. Don't bring a wallet. Be careful with your phones. Keep an eye on your luggage at all times. If you're in an apartment or your hotel room, lock everything away in the safe. Just look after yourselves. You'll have a great time. But unfortunately, there is people out there that are targeting innocent tourists who might be distracted or switched off in holiday mode. It's happening every single week, so please do be careful. Look after yourselves. I'll be back next week with a bit more news. In terms of the weather, we may meant to have these big storms this weekend. Didn't really happen. We had a lot of rain in the middle of the night last night. But other than that, we've had a few clouds around. Generally, it's been blue skies and bits of sunshine throughout the south at various times over the last couple of days. It's clouding over now with some dark clouds, but whether it will rain again is another question. But it should clear up next week. So if you're worrying about coming out or you think you're going to need an umbrella, very unlikely. It should clear up. And the showers are mainly all up in the mountains. Down here in Los Cristianos, it rained once for about an hour, about 4 in the morning, and that was it. And then it was back to blue skies in the morning time. The ocean, a little bit more choppy, but all the boats and things are still out and about. It's a little bit choppy out there. But yeah, fear not, you will still have a great time. It's a lovely 23 degrees right now. Absolutely stunning. Have an amazing time if you're on the way over. If I've missed anything, let me know in the comments. If you want more of these updates, more news and information from Tenerife and Canary Islands, make sure you do subscribe. I'll be back again next week, and there is loads of videos already on the channel. Excursions, restaurant reviews, live streams, absolutely all kinds. So do check out the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and stride on.